on what kind of person you're getting it for? Okay. So we have these two different types of containers, okay? You see that? And then there's a taller, skinnier one. Okay, I'm gonna have you pour whichever into these two ones first. Pour how much you think is the same, okay? Okay, do you both have exactly the same amount of water?
I think.
Okay, how do you know?
So I lined them up right next to each other, and they look like they're kind of the same. This has a little more.
Okay. Yeah.
They're not exactly the same, but they're kind of
Yeah.
the same.
Okay. Now take the new one, okay? Take the new one. Now, now pour like this again, and how much you think is going to be the same amount of water that's in one of these. You want to pour them back in? Yeah? Okay, here. All right. Here we go.
I'll read it when I start my thing.
Here we go. Yeah, just go ahead, pour it all back in. We'll do that. And then, okay, you're good. And then now take one of these glasses and pour it into there. Okay. Now, do they have the same amount of water?
These two? Yes.
Yeah, how do you know?
Because this one's a little bit shorter but wider, so it looks like it's not the same, but it is. And this one's a little bit skinnier and taller, so it looks like it's a little less.
Yeah, okay. Now pour this new one back into the original one. Okay. Now, is there the same amount of water?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because I didn't see like any spill
Okay.
or something.
Okay, good job. So now we're done with that one. Okay. So here, I'm gonna have 12 pennies. And so now I'm gonna line them up into identical rows, okay? Which row has more pennies? Or this one or the other one? Or are they the same in each row?
Same in each row.
Are you sure?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because they're all pennies and they're worth one, and each of them are worth 1 cent, and they're lined up.
Okay.
So there are no more or less.
Okay. How many pennies are in each row?
6.
Good job. Okay. So now. Okay. Which row has more pennies?
They still have the same.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because none of them were taken away. They're just spread apart more.
Okay. How many pennies are in each row?
6.
Okay. but there must be more since this row is longer, right?
No, they don't have to be touching. They're not touching, so it looks longer.
Okay. So now let's put the pennies into 2 piles, okay? Are there still the same amount of pennies?
No.
How do you know?
Or wait. Because this one is a little bit shorter, and I counted them up, and there is not the same amount.
Okay. Do you want to count them to make sure? Okay.
Yes, they do have the same.
They have the same? Okay. It's okay. We're going to go into the next one, okay? Okay.